What's going on YouTube? This is Rob A again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Kickback. I was really excited to find this guy. I was really lucky, I should say, even to find this guy in my local Toys R Us. So of course I snatched him up, because he seems to be the hardest to find out of the new Fall of Cybertron line. As you can see, I also picked up Starscream there. I didn't pick up any of the others just because I didn't have any money, and I figured these were probably the two most important, being the actual new molds of the line. So you can see them in the package here, already looking pretty cool. As always, there's the very nice artwork up at the top. I think that's, really nice. Let's take a quick look at the tech specs on the bottom here. Strength and intelligence are fairly high. Rank is also rather high, and the rest are kind of middle of the road. But pretty impressive for an Insecticon. As you can see, it's got his two modes here, Cybertronian Insect mode and Robot mode, and he has twin battle blades and a disc launcher. And we're just going to go ahead and read his bio really quick here. So, Kickback. As the leader of his own squad of Decepticons, Kickback is more independent than most of those under the command of Megatron. He uses his freedom to surround himself with friends, who he then blackmails into becoming his servants. Alright, so pretty interesting. This guy is a conniving little monster, and so far it's the only Insecticon that we've seen out of the Fall of Cybertron game. And I'm really hoping that they'll make figures of the other two. But in the meantime, let's get this guy open and see what he's all about. Alright guys, so here's Kickback in his insect form. And it's okay. I mean, there's nothing egregiously wrong here. There's just nothing really special about it either. It really is just kind of a, well, for starters, nothing actually locks down. I mean, it's all just kind of held in by hopes and dreams. But, I mean, it's certainly not bad. It's a cool looking, form, in the very least. As you can see, he's got his little insect head there that's kind of holding his robot head in place. You've got his legs there, which are stretched out versions of his robot legs. But they look decent enough. They look insect-like enough. I do wish that, as you can see, there's a little tab right here at the knee that prevents his leg from going back any farther, and I think that's a little bit silly. I really wish they did not have that there. His name is Kickback, and it would be good to have him be able to actually kick back behind him, but he is unfortunately unable to do that. There's his back. I cannot for the life of me get his rear end to stay pegged together. And that's kind of annoying. But other than those little things, his legs, his insect legs being kind of floppy, I do like him. The insect mode is kind of a okay. It's passable. You can't really position the wings without them kind of falling apart. Well, not falling apart, but the illusion of them falling apart, I should say. But I mean, as long as you're not really going to pose it at all, it's fine. But the insect mode is not really where this toy shines, and I think we'll just get pretty much right into that. Alright, so to transform this guy, first thing we're going to do, we're just going to pull these right out. These are his wings turn into little swords, I guess, of some kind. So just pull those out and put those to the side. We're just going to go ahead and stretch the legs out, and then this lower half, we're going to flip the foot around and just push that piece in and just kind of accordion the leg in like so, just like that. And at least on mine, this piece is very stiff, and you're gonna feel like you might break it, but just keep going. It'll go eventually. Alright, so now that we have those kind of out of the way here, we're just going to pull them out to the sides a little bit, get the insect legs out of the way. The arms are going to just stretch out for the time being. And then basically what we're going to do, we've got ourselves a little, well, he could pass from maybe a Fall of Cybertron Beast Wars Rampage now, but we're going to take this whole middle body section and just pull it up and around the entire body here. And then just kind of stick it right back here. And then just kind of push that, push the, I guess, the shoulders of the insect into place there. The arms are going to come around and back up. Around and back up at the shoulders, and these wing cover bits are going to come up just to kind of join the shoulders up here. And now we're going to take the these bits, which are his hips, we're just going to push those in like so, and then connect them down here. They don't really lock in here, but then we're going to take this front piece and lock it down on top of those. Alright, sound good? Alright, so then it's just a matter of kind of adjusting the legs however you like. We're going to pull the arms down from the shoulder pads and push the arm guards up and out of the way. We'll do the same on the other side. We're going to get the insect head pushed down and back, and then we'll just turn his robot head around here. And then you just kind of position the wing arms however you like. And then the insect legs, again, you just kind of position them however you like. I'm just going to put them like that because they're out of the way. Alright, and there you have Kickback in his robot form. Alright, so Kickback's robot form is a lot nicer than his insect form. We'll get a close-up of his head really quickly here. As you can see, he's got a very menacing looking head, almost Vehicon-like. I don't know if you can see that, but kind of similar, I think, a little bit. But very, very cool. There's not a whole heck of a lot of paint apps on this guy, but the paint apps that they do have are very well done and well used. I think the gold on the back and just on all these little bits here really accentuates the front. His robot mode. The silver plastic that they use is rather nice. I do like it. I wish they had used this silver plastic on Prime Megatron. But yeah, overall very nice. And they do have like the fluorescent pink paint in all the joints, which is a nice touch. They didn't even have to do that, but I appreciate that they did. I think it's very cool. So articulation, he has a joint up in his shoulder, so he can kind of move his shoulder in and out. He has ball joints at the shoulder itself, ball jointed elbows. He has swiveling wrists. No hips, unfortunately, but as you saw before, he's got a nice ball-jointed head that allows for quite a decent range of motion with that. Ball-jointed hips and mid-thigh swivel and a knee joint here. and of course a pretty nice range of motion for his foot. It is on a ball joint and a hinge, so you do get some decent posability out of that as well. And I really like this guy in robot mode. I think he's very menacing, very cool looking. And I really do think that this guy would fit pretty well in the Prime toy line, as you know, maybe not so much as an Insecticon, because they already have pretty much established what those guys look like. But I mean, he could certainly pass as like a different breed of Insecticon. But so his weapons here, you do get these two little winglings, and you can stick those in his hands as like swords or some such. You can stick them up here. He does have ports up here in his secondary arms, I guess you'd call them, so he can hold them there as well. Or you do have the option as well. He comes with this disc firing gun, which it's nice to see a little bit of paint on the gun itself. That's always a plus and a pleasure. So what this does is it's your normal disc firing thingadingy. You just push on this little piece here, and it toots out a disc. And depending on how hard you push it, will be how far the disc is thrown. But I don't feel like chasing it around the room right now, so it's only going to go that far. But this weapon does also have four, actually, 5mm ports. 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. So you can, if you like, plug the wings into the sides here and make it kind of a crossbow sort of looking weapon. You can attach them back here if you so desire. For what purpose, I'm not sure, and they don't really want to go in there for some reason. But there we go. You can attach it back there as well, or you can attach other weapons to this one, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's a nice touch. But otherwise, you just stick this thing right in here, and it makes him incredibly front heavy, but he has nice big feet to balance that out. And yeah, he also appears to have 5mm ports on the backs of his legs. So if you really were feeling crazy, you could attach weapons to the back there as well. And I suppose that might come in more handy in insect mode, but it's still a nice option to have. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. I really do like him. Not so much his insect mode. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool, but it just doesn't hold itself together very well, and it's very fiddly. And if there's one thing I don't really like about alt modes, it's one that you really have to fiddle with to get to look right. Well, I don't really like that about robot modes either, but you know, it's a little more forgivable when it's a robot mode, because then you can kind of make it look however you prefer. But yeah, I really do like his robot mode. I think it's certainly one of the better ones that I've seen in a while, and easily my favorite so far out of the Fall of Cybertron line. I have Starscream as well, and I'm going to go ahead and get that review done as quickly as possible. But quick comparison, I have him here with War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. As you can see, those toys were a little bit bigger back then. And we can do a Viacon as well, just to give you an idea of size here. There we go. So that is Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Kickback, and I really do like him. Insect mode, meh. Robot mode is a big A+ from me. So, as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. Be sure to comment, let me know what you guys thought. Give me a like if you found this video helpful, and definitely subscribe, because because I've got a lot more coming. Alright, so thanks so much again. See you guys later. Bye-bye.